one to join us for a moment of reflection, which will be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. It is not just an
support and implement
notes natin po ngayon na aming isi-share sa inyo para ma-update din po kayo at malamang po yung iba pong naka-join dito ay for the registration requirements pursuant to Section 236 of the National Internal Revenue Code as amended. And also you can take note of Revenue Regulation 7-2024 for ease of paying taxes. That every person subject to any internal revenue tax shall register once, either electronically or manually with the appropriate revenue district office as follows. Yung pong mga hindi nakakaalam na ano ang ibig sabihin ng RDO, it's Revenue District Office. It should be on or before the commencement of business for self-employed individuals, estates and trust, corporation, and their branches, if there's any. Next is before payment of any tax due for corporations, whether taxable or non-taxable, and even the one-time transaction or what we call the ONET. Third is before or upon filing of any applicable tax return statement or declaration as required by the tax code for the corporations, partnerships, associations, cooperatives, and even government agencies and instrumentalities. Fourth is within 10 days from date of employment for those employed. And last, application under Executive Order number 98 series of 1999. Ito po yung mga wala tayong trabaho pero wala rin po tayong business to run at hindi tayo self-employed individual, hindi tayo practicing profession, but we need something na taxpayer identification number or any government issued ID na pwede po nating i-secure sa BIR para makakuha po tayo ng TIN na ito po ay nire-require ng mga opisina ng gobyerno. For example, LTO, kukuha kayo ng lisensya, kailangan nyo ng TIN. O kaya kukuha kayo ng passport, kailangan commercialize po makikita nyo kung anong branch na ng Jollibee yun, doon sa last 5 digits. Next po, please take note that only one taxpayer identification number shall be assigned to a taxpayer. Ibig sabihin, dapat po isa lang ang inyong hawak. Ito po ang mga registration forms. Okay? Kaya ma-identify po natin agad-agad kung ano ang gagamitin natin pag tayo magpaparehistro sa BIR. First, ang 1901. Ito po, gusto din namin pakita dun sa inyo kung ano itsura ng ating BIR Form 1901 at ito po naman ay may instruction sa likod para po mas maintindihan nyo po kung paano ang pag-fill out nito at ano pa ang mga rationale bakit kailangan yung fill up pa nito at i-file sa BIR. Ito po ay application for registration for self-employed, whether single proprietor or practicing profession. Pwede din po ang mixed income individuals, non-resident alien engaged in trade, business, or even estate and trust. Kaya ito po ang gagamitin nyo as individual. Okay? Yan. And the filing date po will be on or before the commencement of new business or before payment of any tax due or before the filing of a return. Ayan. Kung inabutan ito ng first quarter ng year, dahil nagparehistro kayo or what, gagamitin nyo na po itong T na inyong isi-secure para mag-file ng first quarter return. Ito po ang gagamitin nyo for registration for the corporations, partnerships, whether taxable or non-taxable, including government agencies and instrumentalities, the local government units, cooperatives, and associations. Ito po ang gagamitin ng non-individual po na BIR applicant. Okay, and the filing date will be on or before the commencement of business or before payment of any tax due or before filing a return. Ayan, we have 1903. Take note po yung mga nasa ilalim po ng form number. Meron po tayong version. Ito details, replica ng mga ng mga invoices here na nangyayari, kundi taguan lang ng mga goods nyo.
Participants and Facebook
po natin itong mga naka-red lang on when the first sale transaction occurred and upon the lapse of 30 calendar days from the issuance of the mayor's permit. Allow me to share my screen first po. Kuha na po tayo, especially po sa mga sole proprietorship po, kapag nakuha na po kayo ng DTI certificate po ninyo, meron po tayong 30 calendar days to register po with the BIR. So, nakasulat po dito na a person shall be considered to have violated RDO. Meron po tayo talagang counter for new business na po ba kayo, kay email and submit to the email address of the concerned RDO. So, yung fifth step po is transactions to the BIR. The application is submitted electronically through this portal via email. So, medyo malaki po yung pagkakaparehas nila ni Newbies Reg Portal. Ang kagandahan lang po kay TRRA, kahit hindi po kayo business, is pwede po kayong mag-submit ng inyong applications dito. Gusto nyo pong gumamit ng ORUS, pwede po muna kayong mag-fill out ng S1905 para ma-update po yung email address ninyo. Pwede nyo po yung business. So parang central system po siya na nagre-receive ng business-related transactions from different government agencies. So parang one-stop shop po siya ng mga gustong or paper size. So at the convenience relationships, since meron na po tayong employer services link kay ORUS, kaya na rin po niyang i-accommodate individual, taxpayer, or self-employed or incorporation or digital certificate of incorporation, since meron na rin po tayong digital copy nito. Kapag naman po part 91-2024, which states that a taxpayer who encounters or ng ibang.
So pag yan po yung tsura pag nakuha nyo siya manually sa Revenue District Office, but if you got it from ORUS or from Philippine Business Hub, pwede nyo naman siya i-print out sa normal na paper, yung white paper nyo na yung katransact na namin siya ng notice to issue invoices na lang yun yung nasa baba. Kasi po under the ease of paying taxes law, invoice na po ang tawag, whether it's a sale of service or sale of goods. So for now, yan muna dapat yung nakikita nyo sa mga business establishment. I-claim na iba, sabihin ng DTI and INSEC, ay nagamit na yung bumili ka ng mga parts. So yung mga yun, other than sales. Pero yung buyer nyo, gusto niya ng proof ng invoice dun sa particular niyang binili, kailangan nyo po. So manner of issuance. So we have different manner of issuance for invoice. Yung pinaka-common is the manual issuance of invoice. Yan po yung mga naka-bound. Tapos kada ini-issue sa inyo, pinipilas nyo po, di ba? Binibigay nyo yung customer copy. And then naiiwan sa inyo yung second or triplicate copy niya. And then dapat naka-bound siya. In the coming years or months, medyo nag-boom yung business nyo, gusto nyo nang gumamit ng full-blown system, computerized accounting system or components na yung gusto nyo gamitin, pwede naman po, pati resibo, pati invoice na i-issue na nun, kaya lang po, kailangan nyo munang mag-secure na acknowledgement certificate kay BIR bago nyo gamitin yung system na yon. So parang ipapa-acknowledge nyo lang kay BIR that you are using a certain computerized accounting system. Then we also have the BIR printed invoice. So the BIR printed invoice po, ito po yung pinaprint na BIR na mga invoice in order for new business registrants to immediately commence its business operation after registration. Kasi po karamihan ng mga nagbi-business minsan, hindi nila alam na ay magpapa-invoice pala, wala akong kakilala, paano ko ba siya gagawin? So para po habang nagtitingin ka pa kung paano yung proseso ng pagpapagawa ng invoice, nagbebenta po si BIR ng BIR printed invoice. And this is sold at cost. So wala pong kita dyan ng BIR. Kung 50 pesos po namin siyang napaprint, 50 pesos din namin siyang ibebenta. But it varies from one district to another kasi po, depende po kung magkano nila napaprint doon sa mga printing shop kasi di ba iba-iba naman po yung rates ng printing shop. So kung kayo po nagpapa-ATP, kami rin nagpapa-ATP ng mga BIR printed invoice. So depende po sa makukuhang printing shop nung. So medyo masakit lang sa kamay kasi isusulat nyo siya lahat. But yun nga po, if mas prefer nyo itong gamitin, okay lang din naman po para makapag-start na kayo ng business. As kayo po yung bahalang mag-layout. Ang i-discuss ko lang po dito kung ano yung mga mandatory na nandoon sa loob ng invoice. So, down ng VAT, kung ilalagay nyo before the tin itself. Then, we also have the serial number, the of accounts. Pag hindi naman, yung ano lang po, kahit hindi nyo siya ipa-audit, basta tama lang po yung recording na ginagawa nyo sa book of accounts. So, for the bookkeeping requirements, katulad ng ATP or Authority to Print Invoice, meron ding different manner. May manual, ito po yung I think common na nakikita nyo, yung mga columnar, yung nabibili sa National Bookstore. So yan po ay we call that manual books of accounts. At yan po ay pinaparehistro bago gamitin. Bago nyo yan sulatan ng transaction, kailangan iparegister nyo muna. For loose leaf and computerized accounting system, ito naman hinihingan din siya ng permit to use loose leaf books, saka acknowledgement certificate nga po kung gumagamit kayo ng computerized accounting system, nakasama na yung bookkeeping requirements. So pag ganun po, ipiprint nyo yung books nyo at the end of the year, pag loose leaf and cast kayo, saka nyo ipaparegister with the BIR pag bounded na siya. So yun po, may deadline yun, later i-discuss ko po. Then, ito po yung mga common books of accounts na kailangan ng isang company pag nag-start. The General Journal, the General Ledger, Cash Receipts, and Cash Disbursements book. So, preservation of books of accounts. So, lahat ba itatago natin yung mga libro natin kahit more than years have passed na? So, for the purposes of the National Internal Revenue Code po, for safekeeping of books of accounts, required lang po kayong i-safekeep siya for 5 years, whether it's a manual, loose leaf, or computerized books of accounts. So after 5 years, kung hindi naman po siya subject for any investigation, hindi naman kayo subject for any investigation or anything, you can already dispose that books after 5 years. Then yung registration naman niya for the manual books of accounts, pag new registrant kayo, pag bagong register yung business nyo, ang deadline niya before the filing of initial quarterly income tax return or annual ITR, whichever comes earlier. So kung nag-register for example kayo ngayong December, ang deadline nyo para magpa-register ng libro ay on or before April 15 of next year. Kasi wala na tayong fourth quarter ITR, annual na siya for individual. So April 15, on or before April 15, kailangan magparehistro na kayo ng libro. Then for dun naman sa mga existing taxpayers na may mga libro na tapos magre-renew, for the manual books of accounts po, nire-renew siya hindi every year ha. Wala pong requirements si BIR na every year magpapa-register ng libro. Usually, ang nagre-require niya mga bookkeeper. I don't know, for some reason, they require the client to have books of accounts every year kahit wala pa sa kalahati yung nagagamit. But for the BIR, we only require renewal of books of accounts na manual before the full consumption ng libro. So, for example, 100 pages yan, 3 taon ka na, hindi mo pa naubos sa pang-4 na taon, paubos mo na. Pwede mo pa siyang gamitin as long as hindi pa ubos, lagyan mo na lang ng marker kung anong year na yung particular page. So yun po, hindi po siya required every year before the full consumption. So especially December po ngayon, hindi po kayo required mag-renew pag manual books of accounts. But if you have loose leaf books of accounts po, yung mga sinabi ko nga po kanina na pinapadaanan sa Excel or Word, yung mga libro nila, 15 days po after pagkatapos ng taxable year, for example, kaya calendar year, excuse me. So December 31 po yung tapos ng calendar year. So on or before January 5, since we are exposed po online. So ayan. So to detail, ito po yung laman ng QR code. TIN ng taxpayer. But just for additional reminders po, we emphasize po na si BIR po nagkakandak ng mga initial briefing for new business registrant. But if you are not a new business registrant, pero
Again po, kung hindi pa kayo nakafollow sa aming Facebook page,
Ayan, Camille, okay, taxpayers. So kung ang tax type or ang business type nyo, business tax nyo po ay percentage tax, ang ipafile nyo pong return ay BAR form number 2551Q. Kung value added tax naman po, BAR form number 2550Q. Pareho lang po dun sa non-individual taxpayers. Magkaiba lang po sila sa deadline. So, kung individual taxpayers po, kasi po calendar year po ito, ang deadline po ng kanyang first quarter ay April 25. Kung second quarter po, July 25. Third quarter ay October 25th. And then, ang fourth quarter po ay January 25th of the following year na po. So yun po yung pagkakaiba nung sa non-individual at saka individual taxpayers. Yung deadline lang po ng pag-file nung return. And then sa income tax naman po, quarterly income tax po ng individual taxpayers ay BAR form number 1701Q. Ang deadline po ito po yung quarterly income tax return para sa, depende po kung ano po yung ng BIR. Ganyan po yung itsura. So punta amended, short period, civil status, and then yung part 1 po, which is yung pong mga information ng taxpayer, 7 or kung empleyado, 1MS. Okay. In RDO code, yung name, either po 6872. So check po natin yung table. Income tax rate. Automatic po ang allowed lang po na i-deduct doon sa income nyo ay 250,000. So ang taxable income nyo po ay 2.6 million. So 2.6 million times 8% na income tax rate kasi nga yun po yung pinili mo. So ang tax due mo ay 208,000 pesos po. Take note po ha, ito pong sa 8% na to, dapat po yung total income mo dito ay hindi po lalampas ng 3 million. Kasi pag lumampas po ng 3 million, hindi po kayo qualified na gumamit ng 8% income tax rate. So, dapat po ang gagamitin nyo na yung graduated income tax rate po. So, kunyari po, yung sales, kagaya dito, sample natin, ang sales mo ay 2.5, pero yung other non-operating income mo naging 600 million, so magiging total po nito 3.1. So, hindi na pwede. O yung mismong sales revenues mo, 3 million na agad, 3 million 1, ganun. So, hindi na po agad pwede yun. So, dapat po, pwede lang po kayong gumamit ng 8% na income tax rate kung 3 million below lang po ang inyong total income for the year. Okay, yung sunod po ay yung part 4, yung tax credits. And then, makikita na po natin kung hindi, yun lang po yung fill out. Hindi po lahat nung
change of registered business address under the jurisdiction of the same RDO. So, yung unang pa
Have already scanned yun, ano?
to close it
Employee to sole purpose.
Or service.
of professional
if the buyer demands the number ng invoice,
is na register
sweldo.
speakers from PSP